So the other day I was driving along filming a video and the car had a little moment. It wasn't enough for the traction control or wherever it is, stability control to flicker on the dash. None of that happened. I'll put that moment here in the video. Anyway, I decided to take the car for a pit stop and get some new tyres fitted. The outcome was the tyres were still legal, but the inside tread locks were well past their best. I was going to go for Goodyear asymmetricals, but the guy at the garage just looked at me and went, "You could have the new PS5s." I was like, okay, let's do that then. No one does sidewalls with so much theatre. Michelin Pilot Sport 5's. Looking at the tread, I can't see any difference to the Pilot Sport 4's. I did think originally that these were slightly thicker, but looking at the Pilot Sport 4's that I've got on the rear, they're exactly the same. So all I can think of is they've just changed the material. So the ambient temperature's 7 degrees, which is a little bit too low. That's kind of like on the borderline of when summer sports tyres go off, aren't quite as grippy. So it'll be interesting to see how these new PS5s perform. I've had 3 sets of Pilot Sport 4s before, so let's see what these Pilot Sport 5s are like. Now I totally understand you're supposed to scrub tyres in, get a few heat cycles through them. In the past, I put tyres on the back of one of my cars and it just wanted to rotate all the time. Must be something to do with the moulding process. Hopefully, these won't be the same. They're on the front, so probably get a little bit of understeer if I feel anything at all. Now, I don't think I'm a particularly good driver, but I am very tyre sensitive and I'm very tyre pressure sensitive. I've got in some people's cars before now. I'm like you're down tyre pressure in the back, mate. It just doesn't, your car just doesn't feel right. And lo and behold, we've done their tyre pressures and their tyre pressures were down. Only a couple of PSI, but I could feel it I could feel it in my butt. It just doesn't feel right. And some people, they can fit any tyre they like and they can drive around it. Not me. It was a rubbish tyre. So initial impressions is I think I can push these tyres without having to scrub them in. I did have to do a little bit of an emergency dab on the brakes then, and the car squirmed around a bit. That's probably more to do with the surface of the road and maybe not having the tyres scrubbed in, the actual tyre being rubbish. Yeah, initial impression, these are really good tyres. The sidewall doesn't feel any different to the PS4. Maybe it is, but I can't tell any difference at the moment. Yeah, really, really nice tyre. But I can't tell any difference to the PS4. Hopefully they last longer. And I hope this review helped you decide if you're going to buy these tyres or not.